Kia ora. I was just thinking of something, Virgo. Virgo, thanks for joining me. This is your reading for for the new moon in Taurus, which is happening right now as a continuum of all those movements, rhythms of the moon. So let's see what the storyline is today. If you're returning, thank you. If you have just joined me, thank you too. And we do go through and clarify. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And remember, these are very general readings. So we've got your cards. Oh, it's coming out. Look, for a lot of signs, it's been kind of fiery. And I must say, like the Tower has been coming out, which I like the Tower card. I think it's a good card. Not that anything has to be good or bad, but you know what I mean. It's been coming out a lot. But not here. So let's get into it. Fully in balance, Virgo. In balance here, it's the only way that the Chariot can actually move and get works in motion, is that balance. Is it not what we're all after, is a bit of holism, really? And so well armoured, in movement, in motion, creating as we go. Often in life, just on a in the physical three-dimensional world, we kind of feel that Chariot. We know when we're in it, when we are it, and we're moving and things are really in flow. So it's a great thing, Virgo. We've got this to spur us on, this gorgeous Ace of Wands, sorry. Maybe you are spurred on by financial, your financial situation is very helpful to you at this time in terms of creativity. Utilizing this Ace of Wands, really feeling that vitality. It's a gift and we do use it and put it to good use. In the physical world, you're doing that somehow, possibly in a new way for you. I say that we've got the Prince of Wands. This is an experimental prince, entertaining, actually, quite a laugh. But there's fire and ice. Is it hot? Is it cold? A very, very much a learning mind here. A learning mind. It's interesting. And then we come, excuse me, to your card, Virgo, the Hermit. So we're in motion, we're in flow, in a really great level of balance. And then we, as Virgo, shine the light internally. We kind of retreat a little bit with the Hermit, just to check our coordinates, just to check. And also possibly there's a responsibility maybe that you feel to, that there are other people involved in this, because it's quite full on, that you might feel that you need to be a kind of a guide for others in this. This is the Hermit. So let's go through, let's clarify, Virgo. We've got the Hermit. I don't know why, but this sort of compulsion to kind of turn the video off. I don't know why, to just tap that off thing. I don't know why. It's strange, isn't it? Maybe you need some time out. Now, we're looking at, maybe you need some time out. We've just got these two cards that flew out. Four of Discs, solid, really good position to be in, but we question what can we let go of? Because we've got to keep moving, you know. There's a lack of movement here. And there's a lack of, it's like you've had an injection of this wand energy, of this fire, of this will energy, which creates change. The 4 is such a solid, secure card. And with that, we question, what can we let go of? Now, the 4 of Swords is a beautiful place to be in as well, because in that respite state, in that, up there on the whatever story in the white walled chamber where we rest, and we get a lot of information with the 4 of Swords about what to do with all this energy, So I'm just going to pop those there. Let's look at this Ace. Oh, let's look at this Ace of Wands, please. Ace of Swords. It's a new kind of level of clarity that you've got here. Something's shifting up for you, something's changing, and you're driving it, Virgo. You're driving it. Prince of Wands. 2 aces there together. Your mind and your will center mind are pretty much in unison here, which is interesting, isn't it? And I would just hear that saying, where's the heart? Well, we have the sun is pretty much the heart. Coming out for that Prince of Wands. Full expression. Full expression. In the most vital, productive, glorious way. It's also relates to childhood. It relates to fathers. It relates to many things. Glorious, glorious card, the Sun. Let us look at the Hermit. I would suggest for some Virgos, you're not seeing something here yet. Clearly yet. You're not seeing the full nature of this yet. Because there's a lot of stability here, which is a wonderful thing. We've got another 4. We're looking at that beautiful Sun. We've got the 4 of Cups. Recognizing and offering when it's been offered. And sometimes it's not familiar. We don't recognize it. 4 of Cups. We've got the 4 of Swords, 4 of Discs, 4 of Cups, with, again, Page, Prince of Wands. You might feel that there's that somewhere in here that you're taking a risk. And I do see the Virgo in that, going into that hermit mode to understand that before you step into it. Hermit. Please, for Virgo, Hermit, which is Virgo's card. Oh, God. This happens so often. We get the Hermit again, flying out. So we say yes, yes, yes. For some Virgos out there, this is it. We're taking a moment here. We're going inward before we take that next step. So we've got 2 Hermits. We also have, to clarify, the Hermit. We also have the card of assessment, the 7 of Cups. trust your own judgment. Be open, yet trust your own judgment here. This is about having a lot of options. It's also about kind of getting a little bit distracted and swept away. And all of those options, like, it's a very Neptunian card, and we can see something and think, well, is that going to take flight? Does it have to take flight? It doesn't always. Is that a fantasy? It's a wonderful fantasy. Am I going to try and create it in my own world? Well, I don't know. Therein lies this sort of assessment with that 7. But let's go through. We'll get an extra glimmer from Brian Froud. Pixie and Fairies, please, for Virgo on this reading. If we can just get a few cards. As I said earlier, before we pull the Sun card, I said, where's the heart? Remember to come back to your heart. And I'll show you this. Losguna pulls herself out of the mud and starts moving. This is movement after a level of stagnation. Stagnation is not a bad word, you know. It's like she's out and she's on the move and rediscovering her environment, her environs. Virgo. We have support in this. This is a beautiful card. You know, by the light of the silvery moon, maybe in the next full moon, things feel a little bit more comfortable for you. But as I say, where's the heart? Well, the heart's well and truly here with that Sun card. And the honesty card is all about the frequency, the nature of honest expression, the power of it. That in itself is a solar force. So, Animal Spirit, Kim Cran's beautiful artwork. That in itself, what did I say? That in itself is a, and we have, everything is lit up with the stingray. We're cruising, we're floating, we're surveying the savannah while we do. But we know everything's lit up here. It is in a balance and it's the perfect timing and time to review, ascertain, shine a light on your own intentions and motivations here about how you want to use this. What I see those 2 aces as a gift. On that note, Virgo, thanks for joining me. Take good care over this new moon in Taurus. Great time. We'll see you next time. Ka kite, bye.